And of course, it all starts here in Cardiff tomorrow night. The Premier League darts season gets underway, and thereafter Cardiff all around the country. Luke Littler joins Dean Saunders, Danny Murphy, and myself live on talkSPORT, live on YouTube and Facebook this lunchtime. And very soon, we're going to be joined by Luke Humphries as well, who is here at the Principality Stadium and is on his way to our purpose-built studio here overlooking this wonderful, wonderful stadium. Luke Littler, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
You're as cool as they come, mate. You just walked up there. How are you doing? Yeah, fine. You sit down, and I said, you're looking forward to the event that's ahead? Yeah, fine. No problem. Nothing's a problem. We love the way you're taking all this in your stride. Are you truly taking it in your stride, Luke?
It's what I do, and it's what I've done for the past how many years I've been playing competitions. I just get on with what's next.
But everything else that goes with it, though. I mean, it's a huge circus now around the world of darts, isn't it?
I've just got to get on with whatever comes my way.
Are you enjoying it?
Can I just ask him? Because did you ever get any help along the? Because you can't know for sure how you're going to quickly become famous or exactly when. But when we started playing years ago, we got no help. And when you got put in front of a camera, you just had to do it. Have you had to just learn on the job? Or did you have a bit of just before?
Well, in lockdown, we were playing online competitions. Like, it was live on Facebook. We'd get like a few hundred views. But then after the game, you'd have an interview. So I was about 12, 13 at the time. So I was doing interviews online.
Ah, okay. So it gave you practice.
That's helped me.
What about the big moment, though, standing up there? I mean, did you think for a moment that you would go all the way to the final to face Luke Humphries? Did you think for a moment you would go that deep in the tournament?
No, I just wanted to win a game. Still, no one believes it. I just wanted to win one game, and then I just one more. Attention got even madder, and then I'm in the final.
But as you progressed in the tournament, Luke, did your attitude change? Did you become more and more nervous, or did you just manage to stay with that same emotional equilibrium?
I think the more games I won, the more settled I was, like waking up. I woke up when I played my first game and was like, oh my God, what's going on? I'm actually going to be playing on that stage. But then as soon as I got on the stage, I'm fine. But at each game I was winning, I was just settling myself even more.
I mean, you seemed to grow and grow into the tournament as it went. Nothing seemed to faze you.
Everyone was saying what would happen if I went one set down, and that's what happened in the final. And then I obviously come back after the break and won the next set. But every game I was just, I think I only lost about four or five sets before the final, and then lost the final. So I was just always keeping that set gap in the first, how many rounds I was playing in.
How old were you when you started, and did you have a coach who actually showed you how to hold it and your technique, or did you just naturally knew what you were doing?
I was 1.5.
1.5?
On a magnetic board. And then I started playing on a proper board, but like at a lower height. Not the proper height, I think it was about 3 or 4. And then a few years later I was playing proper darts, so I'd say about 9-10 years.
And you had a coach then, probably, did you?
Just throwing them house.
Joe, it's really interesting. We've been talking about this when we were practicing before, but you know the technique, you just completely natural, yeah? That's what you're saying. So from when you're young, you've not changed it. You've just continued with how it's natural. Amazing. That's amazing.
There's another proper Welshman just walked in.
Oh, we're loving this. Luke Humphries is on his way to the studio. But as we're in the Principality here in Cardiff, it could only be Gerwyn Price who joins us live. Proud Welshman, of course. And we're delighted to have you. Gerwyn, great to speak to you. Thanks so much for joining Danny Murphy, Dean Saunders, myself, Jim White.
Good.
Before we talk to you about you, what do you make of what this lad to your right has done?
Rubbish.
It's only because I've beaten the past 2 times.
No, honestly, I think it's brilliant. Like, and you can see with the other players that, yeah, they don't like him about, but I love him. I think he's great for darts, and I mean, how many people are watching now? So many people are interested in the sport, and fair play to him. Yeah, but I will beat him soon.
Yeah, of course.
2-0.
I mean, when you came on the scene, his story is a heck of a lot different to yours, Gerwyn. You wanted to get in the limelight. You wanted to push to be number one. This boy's done it after wakening up that same morning. I mean, it's incredible where he's got to in such a short space of time, is it not?
Yeah, I mean, everybody knew about Luke, obviously on the Modus series and winning that and doing well in the youth and the development tour. So we sort of knew about him, but didn't know how well he was going to do when he came into the PDC. And yeah, he's grabbed it with both hands. And to get to a World Championship final on your first go, I thought he was going to win. I really did. I think that if that 2-2 goes in and he goes 5-2 sets up, then it's a different story. But yeah, it's brilliant for darts, and I wish him all the well. But I hope he plays rubbish against me next time.
I mean, when you go up against the likes of Luke, because he is such a phenomenal story, and there's such attention on him, do you honestly think I'm going to have to play at my very best, raise my game even, to better him?
Yeah, I mean, you play like that against everyone, but with the form that Luke's in as well, and the added pressure, it's a bit like when Fallon Sherrock came around as well. It's just that added pressure where you really want to perform and try and get a win, but it's those added pressures you have to deal with, and I don't think I've done that in the last twice. I haven't played really well, but yeah, maybe the next time I play him, I'll bring my A game, and then it'll be 2-1.
And obviously, you can't tackle in darts.
I want him sometimes.
So I'm just trying to think.
Until now.
Well, Martin Keown, who does this show with us, I played against Martin Keown, and I used to try and talk him off. And he just looked through you as if you hadn't said anything. And I think Luke's a bit like that. He's unbanterable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can see it, like some... I'm not just saying this, but he keeps himself to himself. Pretty much like, I think he plays on his phone when he's in the practice room, maybe on some sort of FIFA game, or I know he does when he's in the house, and I'm pretty similar. I'll keep myself to myself, play on a snooker game. I do like engage in a little bit of banter, but I haven't seen that much with Luke yet, but he's only just joined the tour, but I think he's doing everything right at the minute, keeping himself to himself and just proving points on the dartboard.
So you can't talk him off?
I don't think so. Maybe in time.
I mean, when you see what's happened with darts now, Gerwyn, this fella's final against Humphreys, the most watched non-football event in Sky Sports history.
Incredible, isn't it?
It's incredible, Danny, isn't it? I mean, where has your sport got to now, Gerwyn?
Well, as I said, he's brought more eyes onto this sport than ever before. It's a great story, and he's up to over 1 million followers on Instagram, which I'm a little bit jealous about that. But no, fair play to him. He's bringing new eyes from different directions, and the sport's only going to get better and better. And yeah, it's a privilege to be part of it.
It's amazing. Listen, are you going to set a driving test? You're 17
If you
now.
get time off.
If you get time off.
Why don't you get a big Rolls Royce like Rashford? 800 grand, something like that. Just cruise round the north of England.
I get somebody to drive it for you. That's maybe an idea.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.